Wow, last time, Callie fought the law and actually won. Just devastating Sheriff Cosgrove, and escaping from the law. And Robert and Ethelene killed a whole bunch of people and kidnapped a young girl, basically, is kind of what happened. Over at the Sunwell, where you killed exactly a whole bunch of people and rescued Dina, the daughter of one Mr. Wallach, who had been creating all these sunwells, building all these sunwells, and whom Ethelene believe is not Wallach but Dina, your niece, the daughter of Iomi, your sister. She's a bit of a strange girl, Dina. A little spacey, a little strange, but you managed to get away with her after few strange things happened to Robert. We're not quite sure exactly what's going on with Robert, but he had tentacles at some point. And Callie kind of floated in the air and dismantled someone with her thoughts, and Ethelene shot somebody in the head. That's what it was. And the lot of you packed up, got into the car, and started driving. Your goal at this particular point is to get to a place called Roe Hollow, which is in Tennessee, near Virginia, where there are a couple of things you want. One, there is supposedly a group of people there called the Stillwaters who can ostensibly help because by all accounts, Dina is marked by some being or other called Astaroth, and that's bad. And Callie has inside of her the soul of Delphia Kitchen, a young woman who was burned alive for killing her family, and who needs to go back to where all this began, where her soul was basically used to ritualistically used to infuse a drug that Callie has used, and so finds herself now possessed by Delphia. And so, as we begin this evening, we will begin in just a second, as soon as I fix this audio issue right here. I apologize. Sometimes OBS just likes to disconnect things. Music's still not working. Damn it. I apologize for this entretemps. Why don't you... oh. Not even there. I'll have to restart it. Juicy, why don't you speak in French for us? Entertain us while we wait.
You're muted.
Je suis désolé. Je ne savais pas que je... I actually don't know the French word for mute. That's funny. But I will vamp. I am actually really excited about tonight. Last week was a wild time, and I think we all had a lot of surprises, and I'm really interested to see where our characters go, because I think everyone has different motivations that might run against each other. And I think that's going to cause a little bit of chaos, but also I think it's going to be really interesting to explore. So thank you, Bleak, for providing this backdrop for us to get messy on. I do have to say that.
Did I float? I don't remember floating.
I don't remember if you floated. But...
You definitely floated.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then you fell down.
Yep.
But you definitely floated. Yeah.
A little bit of floating. Just a little bit, not a lot.
Not a lot.
I remember because Ethelene was like, what the actual fuck?
Right? Yeah,
I
I thought it
do-
was just the laser eyes, but I guess floating would make that response a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. I do love how you were basically unfazed by me. But then with Callie doing her thing, went what the fuck. And I think that's hilarious.
No, she had a moment with you.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't look at you for a long time because she was hyper focused on sawing a man's head off. But when she finally did look at you, she panicked.
Yeah, no. Callie definitely did not understand, but other things happened.
Yes.
And now I'm in the back of a car with both of you, and I feel so safe right now.
And a child.
I
A
can
fucking
drive
weird
with
one.
you. I'm good at driving.
Well,
way,
you
it'll
could
be
be
fun.
the headlights if those go out, I guess.
You know what? Thank God for small favors.
Okay.
All right. The music's not working. I'll try to figure it out a little bit later when we have a moment. We will go musicless for now, and that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for entertaining our fine folks here. But as we begin now, just so that we can get this show on the road, a little flashback. We like flashbacks.
Uh-oh.
She lay back, sitting, settling in against the slight prickling of the soft, overlong blades of grass on her bare skin, the cool late morning breeze, and the promise of warmth from the rising Californian sun. Caleb untangled himself and lay down next to her, his slick, sweat-covered skin touching hers. Below them, Antelope Valley spread vast and colorful, with California poppies swaying gently in the breeze. She placed her hand on her stomach. Her whole body shook once more with the memory of him inside of her, of his lips on her neck, his breath mingled with hers when they kissed. Then a cloud moved overhead and a silver shadow passed over them. Did they say when you would leave? She asked. 10 days from now. Camp Pendleton, they said. They were silent for a moment. She tried to stay in this moment, this beautiful moment filled with tenderness and sadness. Tried to feel every moment of it in her bones, in her heart and mind, her flesh. Tried to absorb all of it, his nearness and scent, the breeze, the beautiful colors of the valley. Then she felt him place something on her stomach. He looked down. The ring, a simple band of tarnished gold, clearly several generations of life already, sat on the pale flesh of her belly like a promise. She sat up, snatching it up. She held it between trembling fingers, looked at him. He smiled, that crooked, irresistible smile of his. Caleb, she said. He propped himself up on an elbow. Alice Bridger, will you marry me? A year later, as she was being tortured and destroyed by Bannon, the only thing that kept Alice Bridger's mind from shattering completely was this memory, which she kept replaying in her mind over and over. She never thought of how Caleb never returned from Vietnam. Never thought of how her father had thrown her out and disowned her when he found out she was pregnant and unwed. He just remembered that crooked smile, the breeze and the flowers, that band of tarnished gold, and wished she had said yes. You wake up. You're asleep in the car with the others, who also all stir awake at the same time, as if by prearranged signal. Dina, pale and ghostly in the silvery light of the moon, is awake already, staring out into the darkness of this rest area, just past Knoxville. A few more hours to go before you get to Row Hollow. You feel strange. Hungover, almost. You all did what you could to clean yourselves up in the rest area and change clothes, burning the ones soaked in blood from Wallach's house, wearing whatever you could grab at the gas station. Still, the car smells of blood and smoke. You have water and Twinkies and beef jerky in the car. It's 4 a.m. What do you do?
Ethelene looks over to Dina. You all right?
What time does the sun come up?
You know what? I can't tell you that. I don't hope soon, maybe. Did you get any sleep?
I think so.
What does that mean? You think so? Do you not remember sleeping?
She looks at you with these wide, staring eyes. I guess I slept. Did you sleep?
Yeah, I got a little bit of sleep. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I think so.
Miss Norma always said we had to get at least 7 hours every night, but I don't think I ever got 7 hours.
Right. Yeah, you and me both, girl.
She goes back to staring out the window. Is it far?
Would Ethelene know that right now, like based on where they're at?
Yeah, you would know that it's like maybe like another 4 or 5 hours max.
A handful of hours.
I'm gonna need to urinate.
Yeah, we can piss. We're here. We should probably do that. Everybody, and Ethelene looks to the front of the car.
Yeah, let's stop.
Let's start.
I don't know if we should piss in the car. We should probably get out of it and go inside to piss. I don't know what you are into, Bobby, but
Yeah, this is a car.
Yep. And Ethelene just is gonna like step out of the car.
Yeah, get out of the car to take a piss. Please go find, I don't know, a fucking bush or whatever. Whatever's available. Just not in the car. You do.
Right.
Dina is staring at you, Robert.
You look so much like her, you know that?
Like who?
Your mother.
I never met her.
Neither did I, but I painted her a bunch of times.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did
Looked
you?
a lot like Dell or whatever. What's your name again?
She puts her head back in the car. It's Ethelene.
Right, and you're Callie?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, it's weird and I'm getting used to it. But yeah, I never met your mother, but I know I painted her a bunch of times.
How did you do that if you never met her?
I don't actually know. It all kind of goes dark, and sometimes I just paint things that I paint. I don't always know. It's not always her. Sometimes it's stuff that hasn't happened yet. Sometimes it's stuff that just confuses me. It's been my whole life.
And she turns and gets out of the car.
Well, I see she got something from the family. Ethelene's gonna like slam the door and walk around to Dina, and we're at a rest stop right now.
Yeah, you're like in
Yeah.
you know, one of those middle of nowhere rest stops. There's
Yeah.
like maybe like a couple other cars that are parked that people are sleeping in, but there's like a little public restroom thing going on.
She's gonna lead her to the bathrooms.
He takes your hand.
Ethelene is very uncomfortable, but she does not draw away. It's like the most awkward, stiffest hold.
Your hand is very sweaty.
Yeah, that'll happen from time to time. It's been a very eventful evening, you could say.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have to hold my hand if that grosses you out. It's fine.
No, it's okay.
All right. Well, we got that settled.
The other two still in the car?
I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, I don't actually have to go.
I'm gonna let
we-
them go first.
Are we gonna talk about it?
We can. I was gonna ask you about it. What the fuck?
I mean, there's a lot of what the fuck. I mean,
Glad.
what are you in witness protection for?
Yeah, that. I saw a drug deal that went bad. It went really, really bad. And, well, I
that mean?
didn't die. So here I am.
Okay.
What about you?
I worked with the mob in Philadelphia, and I was a drug dealer, but I also had a drug that went kind of bad.
What do you mean?
Well, I tried. I was a tester for a type of drug, and yeah, it was one of the most amazing drugs I've ever had, and it apparently put a soul in me. And I didn't really know that until, at this point, a couple days ago.
Bleak, could I maybe use a sixth sense?
You absolutely can.
I would just love to get maybe a vision and an understanding of what really happened to Callie.
Yeah.
I'm just debating whether I want to say it out loud or whatever. I want to send Juicy a message. I think I'm going to send Juicy a message and let Juicy decide what to do with that information. So keep on going on, and I will just send you a message.
So what do you mean by a soul? What the fuck do you mean by that?
I don't know. It was, I used to do a lot of things. I was always chasing. I guess, I don't know, feeling like there was more to the world that when I was high I got to see, and so it promised me that I was going to see a lot, and I saw everything. And
what did you see? What did it feel like?
I wish I could put it into words. Just everything, like the fabric of reality, and what it, like, there's it's not smell or taste or see, it just is, it just perceiving it and everything that's going on. And it's like right now I can't quite say it, and it bothers me. And I think too, like, her hands are shaking and she starts to like reach for her pocket, and then her hand kind of clenches into a fist. It's like it feels like reality.
And you look over, and I think absent-mindedly, Robert has pulled out his sketch pad and has begun drawing, and his face is kind of blank.
I do want to interject here a second to say that, Robert, what you would know is
Yes.
that, human beings are, in fact, imprisoned gods in some way, shape, or form. There's some form of divine power inside of them, and keeping them from knowing this is how other creatures from the other worlds get to survive, because they feed on that. So what she's telling you kind of aligns with that. You know that kind of makes sense, that, this kind of awakening is probably her getting in touch with her divine essence, and kind of, that thing kind of taking over. But that and the other thing I sent you are two separate things.
Yep. And I think Bobby's face has gone kind of blank, and his eyes have maybe rolled back, and his breathing becomes a little sharp.
Robert.
And there's just this like rough drawing of two interlaced circles.
Robert.
And at some point it changes to him like drawing this gestural inked version of your face in the middle of them.
Robert, what is that?
What?
Robert.
What?
What is that? What
Oh my god.
What is that?
I hate when this fucking happens. I hate.
What is that?
I don't know. Callie? Or whatever.
What do you mean you don't know? What is that?
I don't know. You fucking tell me. It's got your face.
You drew it.
Yeah, I don't know what happens sometimes. Just the thing happens. It's not always me consciously doing art. It's sometimes this. And all I get is the fucking noise. Just this rhythmic thumping that just rises and gets louder, and then all of it just cuts out, and then there's nothing. And then I wake up and it's this shit.
Bleak, do I have like any idea what that means? Like, does that connect with me in some way?
Can you tell me exactly what it is that you drew?
Yeah, so it started off as these interlaced circles, kind of like a Venn diagram, and it was just this sort of like crude overlapping of circles over circles over circles over circles with like a blue ballpoint pen. And then at some point, Callie's face is just like not crudely, but like in these like rough motions drawn out, and it started as like random lines that as I kept going, her face appears. And I think her eyes are blank.
Give me a seeing through the illusion roll, Callie, which is a plus soul.
Okay. I am, let's see, -1. Sorry. 14.
When you look at the drawing, very quickly the circles on the image kind of come to life, and what you see is, I don't know if you've ever seen one of these things where it's like the same image but in 3 colors, and then when they overlap they make, so it's part of the image is in one color and parts in the end, but when they overlap they kind of create the whole, and that's what you see. You see the basically you in 3 parts that come together as one. And I think your understanding of what you see there is that there is a third component to you. You're aware of yourself, you're aware of Delphia, But apparently there's a third component that makes the whole.
You don't know what that is?
Well, what does it fucking mean to you?
I'm not really sure. But not in a way that I'm like not trying to say I don't know. There's something that happens when I get high, and I don't know what it is, because I black out. I don't know. I don't know where I go.
Well, what fucking happens?
I don't know. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. And it's like, that's what I'm searching for right now, is what happens? Where do I go? What do I know? I don't know what I don't know. And that's all I want to know, is what I know. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't fucking make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
You start feeling like something's watching you, Callie. You feel like since you looked at the image, since you looked at the drawing, that something has kind of sensed you and has started to approach and is aware of you. And you kind of almost feel like there's something just at the edge of the tree line that is hidden there in the shadows behind the trees, that is looking at you.
Robert, we gotta go.
What do you mean?
We gotta go.
Why? We have to wait for Ethelene,
we gotta,
whatever the fuck.
We gotta go right now. I want to turn the car on.
You start the car and you find that you're shaking, and you suddenly realize that it's been a number of hours since you've had anything, and that you were on a really kind of big binge, and whatever happened at the sun farm kind of drained all of that out of you, and now your system's kind of like, oh fuck yeah, that's right, we don't operate without any of that. And as you go to turn the key, you find yourself shaking, and that's one of the holds I'm going to use, that you start really craving, and you start wondering, where did that bag go, that bag that you had with all those leftover tidbits from the strip club? Where did it go? Who's got it? What happened to it? And you
The strip
really
club or
want
the
it.
bottle?
Both, to be honest, because you had leftover from the strip club also. But where's the bag?
There's the bag. The bag was on my person. I think so. Wait, where did I put that? It was in the car. It was in the seat next to the car when I was in the car. But then the guy tried to shoot.
You can't find it. You really wish you could find it. You really need it right now.
Yeah, and because I didn't leave it in the car, right? I didn't leave it in the car. That'd be crazy if I left it in the car. Fuck. What? Oh, do you have anything?
What do you mean? Am I holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Do you need a bump? That's all I got.
Yeah, I literally like grab your arm, and I'm like, can I need right now?
And
I need you to give it right now.
As you two are sharing, Ethelene, you are waiting for Dina, and the toilet in her stall flushes, and she opens the door and she comes out, and she walks and she kind of looks at you a little strange, and then she goes and washes her hand, and she says, Miss Norma used to say we always have to wash our hands after we go to the toilet, because bad things sometimes stay on our hands, and that can be very bad for us, especially when we're not very healthy. She washes her hand like fucking hardcore, like 2-3 times with the soap, and like halfway up the forearms kind of thing. And
so are you prepping for surgery right now?
Would you get me some paper towels, please? Do you wash your hands after?
Doctor. I try to remember. Yep, that's a good habit to keep. And she like turns around and she's pulling some paper towels down and walking over to her to hand them.
Leaves up her dripping arms.
Oh, so it's like this. Did would you say their name was Norma?
Yeah, Miss Norma.
Drying her arms. Miss Norma, right? Was that like your nanny or something?
That was the last one we had.
So you've had a lot of nannies?
3 I can remember, maybe more before. But my daddy said he didn't want nannies coming around anymore. So we didn't need them.
Oh, I mean, you seem fairly self-sufficient. Except for drying your hands. Is this normal? You don't like to dry your own hands? Is that a thing for you?
No, but Miss Norma used to do it for me all the time.
Okay, so it's like a comfort thing. I can work with that.
I find it's just more, it's just easier. Because if you're holding the paper towels with one hand that's wet, they just get wet, and then you're trying to dry your other hand, and then that doesn't do that great of a job because the paper towel is already wet, so then you grab another paper towel, but you're still wet. Then you start rubbing the other one to try and get that one dry so that you can then take the paper towel and so that it can be dry and then dry the first one, but so you end up using like 2-3 times as much paper towels.
Right, you ready to go back to the car now? Are you done? Are we good? Can we leave here now? I'll hold the door open for you.
Are your friends going to come with us?
Yep, we're all going together.
What's his name? The really strange one.
Bobby?
Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know him well?
No, not really.
It's a little strange.
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you, Dina, but you're a little fucking strange too.
I've been told that before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was supposed to teach me how to paint.
Well, maybe there will be an opportunity for that when we get to Row Hollow. You guys can like finger paint or something. I don't know.
Finger painting's yuck. It gets your hands all sticky.
Oh, right. Then you have to wash them again.
Mm-hmm. Do you think I should bring some paper towels and a bar of soap for them?
For your hands or the others?
For the others.
Are you worried about that?
Well, we don't know where their hands have been.
Well, I'll make sure they keep their hands to themselves.
She narrows her eyes at you and goes, okay.
Yeah, we'll make sure nobody touches you. With that being said, do you have any more comments, notations on anything else before we head back to the car?
And she goes over and she checks in the stall that she was in. Dummy check. And she closes it.
What the fuck is that? Leave it to my sister to have a fucking touched child. Can we leave now?
Sure. Did you know my mother?
I did actually know your mother.
How?
Well, she was my sister, and that would make me your Auntie Ethelene.
I've never had an auntie before.
Well, now you do. Surprise!
Ethelene's a strange name. What does it mean?
I don't fucking know. Ethelene?
How come you got that name?
Because my mama gave it to me.
Was your mama a nice lady?
No, she was kind of a cunt, honestly.
See, like her ears, like kind of go back at that, and what does that word mean, cunt?
Well, she was not a very nice lady.
Was my mama nice?
Yeah, she was maybe too nice.
Are you nice?
Sometimes when I feel like being nice, I'll be nice to you. Your family, you try to be nice to family.
Are we obliged? What if they're not nice to us?
Oh, well, then fuck them, honestly.
You use a lot of bad words.
Yes? Is that problematic for you?
No, it's just Miss Norma says that when we use bad words, it just makes us seem less intelligent.
Are you calling me stupid?
No, but I'm saying that using bad words makes you seem stupid, even though you may not be.
Well, sometimes it is beneficial in situations to come off as stupid so that you can surprise your enemy with your intelligence. You ever think about that?
I don't think I have enemies.
Well, you might one day.
Do you have enemies?
Plenty.
Are they here?
I don't know, not currently. It's just you and me in here.
What are Auntie Callie and Uncle Bobby doing in the car? And you see
Oh,
they're
no,
taking
don't
bumps.
Don't start. No, first off, she stops her because I imagine we're walking at this point.
You're like,
she stops her and,
5 feet away from the car or something, and
turns,
you can clearly see they're doing fucking key bumps.
Turns her towards herself. Look, first off, that is not your uncle and auntie. We're not starting that with those two. So get that out of your head. All right? You understand? Secondly, I don't know. Sometimes grown-ups do weird shit like sniff keys for no reason at all. Maybe the keys smelled nice to them.
I feel like you're bullshitting me. But it's okay. I'm young. You'll explain to me when I'm old enough to understand.
Boy, you catch on quick.
Miss Norma said I was very smart. Mostly because I don't use bad words. He turns around and goes to the car. Climbs in.
I think Ethelene skulks around the car and tears the door open real fast. Hey, you two, what you doing in here?
Oh, glad you're back. We gotta go right now.
You're muted, Juicy.
No, Robert just talks like that sometimes.
You're muted, Juicy.
Oh my god. Yes, so apparently we need to go, but also, can I draw your niece? I'd love to draw your niece. Can I draw you, kid?
Dry?
Draw.
He looks at
We're going. Are we in the car?
I feel like maybe I should drive and you two should sit in the back and maybe cool off.
I'm not driving, okay? But sure.
Rolling. Peeling out of this parking lot.
The car peels out of the parking lot. Juicy, you scramble to grab the little baggie of whatever and seal it and put it back in the bag before it goes flying all over.
Oh yeah, no, it goes right back in my necklace. I actually have a special necklace. I just pop it open and a little spoon is fine.
Perfect. Both of you will lose a stability point.
Oh no, not that.
The car peels out. You hit the highway. And you're bombing out.
Look, there was something that was on the edge of the trees there, okay? And that's why we had to go, okay? I wasn't gonna wait around for any longer. If everyone was in the car, we were going, okay?
Yeah, she was really upset about it. I don't know. I didn't see
Ethelene is actively buckling in Dina. Just hold on, all right? And then buckling herself in.
Yeah, so Bobby is turned backwards, resting his back on the dash, like feet crossed against the back of the shotgun seat, and he's begun just sort of observing the kid and is drawing, like, intently.
She's eating a Twinkie and staring at you. She's literally like, she's got her Twinkie and she's like this.
Yeah, no, don't be self-conscious. Don't worry about it. Just have your Twinkie. You don't need to hold it. I want to capture your essence. So what I'm doing, just so you know, is I'm kind of drawing you multiple times in different lighting, in different positions, and trying to capture who you are just as you exist. So don't be too self-conscious about this. You know, the lighting as we like, it's really interesting how there's this sort of slow strobing effect as we're going down the road and the street lights here before the sun's up, you know? And it's just sort of, you're very interesting looking in the moment.
He looks at Ethelene. Why is he talking like that?
I saw them keys they were sniffing before we got in the car. That's why you don't sniff keys, kid.
She looks at you. Bobby. Auntie Ethelene says you shouldn't sniff keys.
Wow. Interesting feedback. Thank you. I'll take that, Ethelene. It's important to have good habits.
Yeah, let's not forget that there are children in the car traveling with
There
us.
were children in the car, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you have to wash your hands after you go to the bathroom.
Well, that goes without saying.
Give me a see through the illusion roll. That's plus soul, but minus the penalty if you have a penalty due to your loss of ability.
Who?
Which, if you're not sure, I can tell you.
I just have -1 to disadvantage from what I can see.
So then, yeah, so -1 then.
Okay.
Is it everyone?
No, just Juicy.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
I rolled, so -1 is just remove 1 from the total?
That's right.
Okay. 16.
Send you another little.
Mm-hmm.
What are the rest of you doing as the car caroms down the highway and Bobby is busy drawing Dina?
White knuckling the steering wheel?
I think Ethelene is digging through a bag of various snacks she purchased at the last stop and is pulling out a big old beef jerky stick and just keeping an eye on Bobby right now.
So, you were also in protection? I don't know. Do you care to talk about this around?
I don't know if we should get in the gory details of that, but yes, I was.
Okay. Yeah, me too. And Robert too. I worked for the mob.
Did you now?
Philadelphia. Yeah, I did.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if there's like a reason, like we all are in the same, you know.
I think Ethelene looks over to Dina and her little backpack, and she's like, "Hey, Dina, you maybe got like a Walkman or something in there, something you can listen to some tunes, maybe relax some on our drive." Dina.
Dina is busy typing. Give Dina a moment.
Yeah.
She was in the mob. I saw someone get murdered.
Oh.
It was a bad drug deal.
The deal.
The deal.
Yeah.
Are you connected to that somehow?
No, but I peddled. So I'm like, do you also deal with candy? I'm trying, okay?
Right. Blake, does fucking Dina have like a Walkman or something in her bag?
She has that yellow Sony Walkman.
Perfect.
Yep, and so she will kind of pull that out and puts it on. She's still staring at Bobby.
Turn that up real loud, all right? You just jam out.
He turns it up. New Kid on the Block.
I feel like Ethelene can hear little bits of it coming through, and she, motherfucker, gotta get this kid a good tape or two on the way. Yeah, so no, I was not a peddler. No, well,
You didn't do anything with drugs?
no, not really my bag. I'm more of a liquor girl myself.
Yeah, I got that much, but I meant before. Like why you're in witness protection. Because for me, I was in the mob and I was like dealing drugs and stuff, and I did this experimental drug, and basically like I have a soul in me that's extra, okay?
Well, that is a lot.
Yeah, I only just learned, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why we're all together, why we have these weird names, why we're in witness protection, and why your niece is weird.
Well, yeah, no drugs here, honey. Sorry to burst your bubble there. I just got a flair for murdering people, I guess. She just smiles real awkwardly.
Oh, okay.
So we're all just murderers, okay.
Also, the kid's not that bad. She's fine.
She's weird, but I mean...
But like in a cute way.
Super cute.
I mean, drug babies come out weird, all right? I'm just making sure that there's not...
Well, I don't know about any of that. You know, I don't know what her mom was into. I certainly don't know what the fuck Bannon was into other than being a raging piece of shit.
Bannon? Who's Bannon?
Oh my god.
That man we shot. Well, I shot in the head back there.
That was Bannon.
That was Bannon. Yep.
Who's Bannon? What's like what?
Some asshole that convinced my stupid ass sister into some stupid ass shit.
Okay.
Involved in some sort of cult back in the 70s or some shit. I don't know all the details about it.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to piece things together because I'm just trying to fucking understand. That's all I
Right, so you have a soul inside of you?
Yeah, well, other than mine, yes.
Anything anyone specific? Like do you guys like chat with each other?
I think I told the Delphia Kitchen. I think I was telling you about that, right? That's yeah.
The witch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's who it is.
And that's why you're going out to Row Hollow.
Yep.
Right.
To get her out. Because that's what she wants. I mean, it's what I want too, frankly, but that's what she fucking is,
She tell you to go somewhere specific?
Yes. Was she specific yet, Bleak? I don't know.
Yeah, she said there were laboratories that a company called Leviathan.
Right. Yes. Laboratories, Leviathan Laboratories. That's where I gotta go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about you, Bobby?
Well, what? I told you I saw a drug deal go bad.
Yeah, but why are you on this road trip? What's this doing for you?
All I know is that everything at this point is fucking weird. And it seems inescapable. And I'd rather fucking deal with it with people I know it's weird and have dealt with it with me before. And I don't know why, but I feel kinship with you both, so I'm coming along.
Why isn't that nice?
What about
I don't know. You're the closest I've had to friends in years.
What about the weird arms? What about your weird... Didn't you have weird arms or something? Did something happen to you? I walked in and there was like a mad scene, and the part that I remember, you looked weird.
Yeah, you got real like Lovecrafty in there for a minute. A little it was weird, Bobby.
I don't fucking know. I have so much lost fucking time. I don't know.
Yeah, do you also have a weird like soul thing we got to deal with too? Like, is that why you're actually coming to the thing and you're just not going to tell us?
I have no fucking clue. What?
We got to extract your weird.
It would be nice
tentacle
if I could
monster
remember
soul.
literally anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I fucking wish I could remember fucking anything that fucking matters.
But I mean, probably, like, you've got something fucking weird going on, so why don't I? Right? Like, I must.
That's why I'm asking you about your weird tentacle, weird arms.
I don't even know. I don't remember that. But, like, we all have something weird going on. You, fucking Ethelene, with, like, a fucking lighter, and then this kid. Like, we're all probably
Me?
fucking
What?
weird.
Me? Excuse me, but
me?
I don't
I'm so
have
normal.
headlights coming out of my goddamn eyes.
Apparently,
You have
I
weird
I have
arms.
tentacle arms.
You also have weird arms. You have weird cuts on your arms because you were bleeding and then you were healed or something.
don't fucking know.
I can't
No, not
argue
you.
that. You got me there.
No, Ethelene. Would you
Oh.
like? Do you see her arms?
Yeah, they're normal.
She holds up her arms like this, and you just see like two
Massive.
scars.
Oh. When did that happen?
Whoopsie daisy.
Found
had a
her
little
passed out in a
accident.
pile of her own blood, and like these. That's the only place I could think they came from, except for the fact that they were healed or something.
Did
so
you
I have
do
no
that to
fucking clue.
yourself?
I did, in fact. Yes, I did.
why?
And unfortunately, I woke the fuck back up.
Well, hooray.
Sure.
So far, I'd rather be with you two than anyone else with this weird shit. So, hooray unironically, okay?
Right. You have to go to some laboratory in Leviathan. I need to talk to some people, figure some shit out with this. And she like throws a thumb towards Dina. I'm gonna need to look at a phone book when we get closer.
I mean, there's one at every payphone booth. If we just stop at a payphone booth, you're fine.
Yeah, once we get in the county, I think we'll need to make a little stop for me.
Yeah.
And so, you drive on through the night eating Twinkies and drinking water, and Dina mostly just staring out the window, occasionally staring at Bobby. The drive goes by without any further incident. You stop at some point and get some gas, and then a couple hours later roll into small town. Just on the edge of where you figure you need to be going, near Row Hollow. The town itself is one of those small towns that exists in this part of the world that almost seems as if it kind of appears out of nowhere, and then once you leave it's going to disappear again. There's a little gas station, there's a little diner in a corner, and for the most part the houses are these wooden kind of run down but very much kind of homemade, scratch made wooden houses that dot the hills on either side of the valley. You pull into the no-name gas station. It's not a Texaco or anything, it's like Joe's Garage. Pull into it. You see there a phone book. If you a phone booth if you're interested in checking out the phone book.
Yeah, Ethelene steps out of the car and dips her head in real quick. Looks at Dina. You good? You need piss again?
No, I'm okay.
All right. I gotta go take care of something real quick, and you just sit right here and don't listen to these two. She shuts the door.
She
And
looks
sorts
over
the
to you
phone
and
book.
puts her headphone.
And I think immediately Bobby, who's been like drawing for a while, and took a pause, and he's like, "No, wait, Dina, here, take a look."
She looks.
And he'll show the drawing of her, and it's sketchy in ballpoint pen, I think in blue, and it's like her with her face in different positions. Some of it has been sort of rendered with almost like cell shading with harsh lighting from the street light, and all of them are superimposed moments of her sort of existing all at the same time.
He looks down at it and then looks up to you and goes, "That looks exactly like me."
Yeah, sometimes rather than posing, it's more interesting to capture a person through time, right? And it's really challenging to do that. But there are these glimpses of a personality or of like small interior moments you can capture. Sometimes the light can enhance that, but yeah, no, like it may have been weird for you. I don't know if you've ever been drawn or painted before, but sometimes you just have to capture the moment, and I wanted you to see.
He takes another look. And she goes, "I guess I don't have a lot of personality. But it's well done."
Alternatively, I think maybe you haven't figured out what your personality is yet. You're young. Give it time.
Okay. She sits back down and looks outside for a second at Ethelene over at the phone booth, and then looks at you again and goes, "Do you know what your personality is? I don't think she knows." And she kind of looks over at Callie. He seems a little confused, but do you know who you are?
God. You know? No. I don't think I figured that out yet, kid. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes people never figure that shit out. I'd like to think I know. I certainly have a persona. What about you, Callie?
I know who I am. Thanks.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know that I am smart. I know that I am cunning. I know that I am fast. I know that I am a good reader. I know that I am a risk taker. I know
What do you know?
I know I need to get this fucking soul out of me. I know that.
Is that also you think?
Yeah, it's blocking me. It's in my way.
But you mentioned a lot of the things you want to be good about yourself. What else is there?
What do you mean?
Well, people are more than just the good parts. I'm an asshole. I'm attention seeking. What about you?
Brings me right back to rehab. I'm Callie and I'm an addict. I'm a great liar. I'm a manipulator.
Those are really well rehearsed.
It's
What's
true.
the honest part?
The honest part?
Yeah. Because, yeah, those are true. We know that's true. But you've rehearsed that. That's a reflex.
What more do you want me to say?
I don't know. The honest part.
Maybe I don't know who I am. Maybe I honestly don't know. And maybe I am nothing but rehearsed. Because it's what I've had to be.
Maybe I know who I am. Which isn't much. Mostly a bunch of fast bitchy witticisms and self-defense, and the need to feel seen, the need to figure shit out, but never feel it, never really doing it. Dina, adulthood sucks. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, adulthood, it sucks. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't have to worry about that for a while.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, outside, you approach the phone booth. You see the dangling cord with the big plastic thing that's got the book in it.
I am thumbing through that, looking through the white pages for Stillwater.
You find about 40 some of them. All
I
kind of in the same address area.
Okay. I've just ripped that page out.
No problem.
Take it with me.
You start heading back for the car. Give me, if you will, here, a see through the illusion, which is plus soul.
That's a 10.
When you turn around and kind of look around you as you head back towards the car, you notice something strange, and it's just kind of something that makes you feel just a little weird. It's kind of like, when you're when you're in a dream and you realize you're in a dream. I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you, but it's something like that. Like you turn around and all of a sudden you get this intense feeling like you're in a dream, like things are not exactly the way they should be or where they should, things like that. And it's just kind of a passing feeling, but it really kind of, impresses itself upon you very, very intensely there for a moment. But everything after that seems normal and sort of the way it should be. But you definitely get the sense that something somewhere is aware of you.
I think she kind of shakes it off and slips into the back seat.
As you do, you look around and you see what's kind of been throwing you off a little bit is that there's no one around. Like, you can see cars parked in driveways, you can see smoke curling from chimneys, you can see lights inside. But you realize that there was no one anywhere. There's no one at a gas station, there's no one on the road, there's no one out in the fields. There's not really much in that in terms of sound or even animals or things like that. There was just kind of really that sort of wind that was cutting down through the valley that was kind of shimmering by, but you realize there's no one around.
Anybody else getting the heebie-jeebies from this place?
Now that she mentions it and you look around and kind of take in the place, you do feel almost like you've walked into a ghost town. Although, again, there are clear signs that people live here, but it kind of feels like a ghost town. An abandoned Appalachian holler, empty and just kind of forlorn, yet clearly habitated.
When did you get back?
What? I was just gone for a couple minutes.
Wow.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Ethelene.
Yeah.
Who are you? Really?
The fuck is that supposed to mean? Who the fuck am I? I'm Ethelene. I mean, what more do you want from that?
All right, never mind. Let's go.
What the fuck?
Driving.
Oh, what does that mean, Bobby? What's that supposed to mean? Who am I?
Deep down.
Deep down?
Yeah, who are
You know who you are.
Your niece was asking who we were deep down.
That's just fucking wonderful. I don't know. A fucking angry bitch, I guess.
Why?
Life didn't exactly make it easy for me. I got dealt some pretty shitty hands.
Why'd that make you a bitch, though? Could have done a lot of things, right?
I don't know. That shit just wears on you, man. Time just kind of chips away at you.
Huh.
Chips at your soul. Makes
Maybe
you
you're
a
not
little
really
cold.
a bitch. Maybe you're just tired.
Yeah, I am pretty fucking tired. I could say that. But, and she holds her arms up again. Seems like nobody around here is letting me fucking sleep. So, here we are.
Good.
Anyways, and she has this, you guys see she came in and she has this like page that she just ripped a whole page out of the book. I need to go see a man about a horse. That would be the Stillwaters. And I got quite a few addresses here, all in the same kind of locale. So maybe we could, if y'all could just drop me off there, I guess, since I know, Callie, you got other places that you need to be. But this is where I need to be. Honestly, I'm just gonna throw it out there. The Stillwaters are pretty fucking weird, man. They might know something about this soul trapped in your body shit. They're all about the woo-woo. Yeah, what do you know about snake handlers?
I don't know a goddamn thing about snake handlers.
Yeah.
Do they
well,
also do like crystals and shit?
Meth?
No, but
Right.
they're fucking weird, man, and I think they might have some answers here. I don't know. It's worth a shot, is all I'm saying, you know? But if you gotta go to your laboratory, leviathan, I get that too. I ain't forcing nothing on nobody. I'm just saying, you know, hillbillies up in the holler in their woo-woo shit, they good help.
The more information I have, probably the better, because I don't fucking even know. Like, what am I supposed to do when I get to a laboratory? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a knock at the window next to you, Callie. Y'all lost?
I roll down the window a little bit.
Hello? You see this guy, maybe late 20s, got a backwards baseball cap on. He's got a shirt with the sleeves cut off, the rat tail kind of coming down the back behind him, and he's got a cigarette in the corner of his mouth, and he's like, "Y'all lost?"
Oh my god.
No, I don't think I am, but
No,
I
sorry.
might be of some assistance nonetheless.
You got a cigarette?
Yeah, and he goes through his pockets and he pulls out like 2 or 3 like half smoked one, and he takes one that's like a bit longer than the others. Like, you can have this one.
Perfect. I roll the window down a little bit more and take it.
Can I help you folks get anywhere?
Ethelene leans forward from the back seat. Yeah, you know anything about the Stillwaters where I could find them?
Could be I do. You from these parts?
Yeah, I ain't been here for a long time though. I grew up around here.
Ah, well, you know what they say. You can take the chicken out of the holler, but can't take the holler out of the chicken.
Hey, do you have a light?
That's mighty insightful of you, sir.
He hands you his lit cigarette. Yep, right here.
I light my cigarette.
Looking for a Stillwaters, eh? Them boys and girls are a little bit weird. You sure you want to be trucking around with them?
I sure diddly do.
What's your name?
Delphine.
Delphine. I'm Tuck.
Nice to meet you, Tuck.
What about you there, Sugar? What's your name? Looks at you again.
Robert.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Hey, look, I'm just trying to get out of here, so if you'll give me a lift, I'll show you where you can meet some of them Stillwaters if you're, dead certain you want to go and meet those folks. They're a little bit strange.
So I've heard tell. You
All
just
right.
point me in the right direction. That's all I need, Tuck.
No problem. He opens the door, gets in the car. You're good. Just straight on up the road. You're going to see Elmer's general store. A little bit after that, maybe like about 300 yards, you're going to see a little trail that cuts off to the right. You're going to want to take that and then follow that all the way through, and eventually you'll be right place where you want. Row hauler is what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there,
Did
little
he
one.
get in the car.
He went on the
next
other
to
side
me?
and he pushed, and Dina's kind of sandwiched between you and him now.
I pull the knife
Oh!
out of my jacket, and I am leaning over Dina and pointing it into his belly. I think that it would be a good idea if maybe you excused yourself immediately out of this vehicle, sir.
Well, I think it might be a good idea since you're fixing to meet up with my kin and talk to them, that you not stab me in the belly before you roll up on Row Holler.
You should see her with a Thanksgiving turkey.
I have no clue what that means, but I'm sure it's quite a sight. My name's Tuck Stillwater.
Oh, well, it would have probably benefited you if you started with that.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to get the cut of your jib first, and I almost got the cut.
Am I
for
driving?
Sure. Yeah, honey, go ahead. Just keep on driving. Like I said, Elmer's store, cut to the right.
Yeah.
I think Ethelene hesitates for another minute and then slowly slips that knife back away.
Well, you sure are from these parts. There I was thinking that you'd
Uh-huh.
be thinking I was fixing to rob yous, but geez.
Yeah, you'd have a hard time of it.
Watch it, and your jib will be cut.
I like my jib
She's
exactly
feisty.
where it is. What's up there? He looks down to Dina. Name's Tuck. Nice Walkman you got there. What you listening to in there? Hope it's some quiet riot or some good shit like that. He's like, New Kids on the Block. He's like, well, you'll grow out of it.
Yeah, we're still working on that one.
I probably got. He pats around. He's like, oh no, I think I left him Bill's car. I had Steelheart on me. You ever heard Steelheart? That's a great band. Put Steelheart on a Saturday night. Get yourself a bit of shine. Ooh-wee.
I'm more of a Slayer woman myself.
Well, I don't go in for all that satanic bullshit. I'm kidding. Slayer's fine.
I turn up ABBA on the radio.
Oh my God!
Where
No.
to God, Callie?
You're gonna want to turn right here.
Okay.
Eventually, you pull up at another small collection of houses. These are all kind of built together very closely, and you can see people around here. Some people are working out in the field and whatnot. And a little bit further ahead, you see this young woman. All the women here have these kind of kerchiefs, I guess, or scarves around their heads. And he's like, "Oh, right there, that's my woman, Dottie, right there. Pull up just right here." And he gets out of the car as you pull up, and he's like, "Hey, honey, I found them people you were dreaming about." And she's looking at you, at the lot of you. Like, huh. Well, I'm sorry. He's like, nah, I think it's fine. One of them's from around here. Delphine? Is it Delphine?
Did you say sorry?
Did we give that name?
I think you said Delphine, right?
I did say
Yeah.
Delphine.
This
it's-
Delphine, come here. Me and my wife. This is Dottie.
She walks over and
This
holds her
is-
hand out for Dottie.
She's like, "Oh, pleasure to meet you." Like she's from around here somewhere, a couple hollers over that way, but says she
It's
hasn't been here.
Ethelene.
Ethelene. Oh, that sounds right. A pleasure to meet you. My name's Dorothy. Everyone calls me Dottie. You can call me Dottie. Your friends going to come too?
Ethelene looks back behind her. Y'all coming or going?
Hey, Bleak, do I know? Can I find those pills, though, actually?
Nope. You're searching through the car.
I'm searching.
Yeah, I'm coming.
When Robert gets out of the car, you're searching still, and then you feel a tap on your shoulder. And
Yeah.
you see Dina hands you the Lucivex. She goes, "This what you're looking for?"
Yes.
It's rolling around on the floor. You should be more careful with these things.
Thank you. Snatch them from her hand.
Gets out of the car. Inside your
Coming.
head, you hear, "It's been a while since I've been here." It's kind of strange. These are my people per se, but everyone's pretty much the same out here. Just bring back a lot of memories.
Is there anything I should know?
They have powers of some sort. They might be able to help us.
What kind of powers?
Can't tell for sure, but I think maybe they see into people's dreams.
Huh.
The women do, not the men.
What do the men do?
They make sure no one fucks with the women.
Right. If you got any other nuggets of information that will keep us alive until we get you to the lab, then feel free to just shout them out at your nearest convenience, okay?
I will. I want this to succeed as much as you do.
Right.
No offense.
But I don't care. I don't care.
As you get out of the vehicle, Duck is saying, and it wasn't but 2 days ago that we woke up and my wife said, I had a strange dream, and I'm used to that because she always got strange dreams, Dottie, but she said 4 people are coming. They're going to be in a car and they're going to be stopped at the gas station and they're going to be looking for us and you should go and meet them. I'm an idiot, so I went down yesterday, and of course you weren't there yesterday, but I trekked back up here. It's a bit of a walk, don't mind telling you, and this morning she was like, today's the day, and I was like, you couldn't have said that yesterday. So I walked back down, and, well, lo and behold, there you were. You know, Dottie's dreams, they're usually pretty good, but time-wise, they're not so big on the scheduling aspect, you know?
Sorry about that.
No, it's quite
knife
all right. It's quite all right.
situation. Yeah.
Dottie says, I think I can help you with something, but you're going to have to tell me a little bit about how about we step inside and I have some lemonade that's made up and we can have a sit and you can tell me what it is that you want and then maybe we can check with Birch. And Tuck says, yep, I'll check in with Birch once we're ready.
Yeah, that sounds real nice. Dina?
Comes out of the car. She's putting away her Walkman. Comes up.
Dina, this is Dottie. Dottie, this is my niece, Dina.
And Dottie stares at Dina for a moment. And Dina stares back at her. And there's this tense, uncomfortable moment, and then Dottie smiles and goes, "Isn't she precious?"
Something like that.
Oh, too precious by half.
Shall we go inside? Dina, would you like some fresh lemonade? I have some fresh lemonade inside. Why don't y'all come in? And he turns around and hikes up her skirts and goes up, and he's like, "You heard the boss."
Ethelene follows her in. I think when she comes in the house, she does the classic, removes her hat.
The house is, poor but very well maintained, very clean. There's in fact a nice big pitcher of lemonade on the table, and she's pulling out glasses. There are quite a number of Christian icons. There's, but not kind of what you would expect. There's like the odd crucifix, but it's not like just like wall to wall crucifix. There's a lot of paintings and pictures, and in many of them, there are depictions from the Bible of people encountering the devil or encountering snakes, things like that. When you walk in, you again get that strange sense that things are not necessarily, exactly as they seem, but things seem real enough. And you grab some seats, and she'll serve everyone lemonade, and then she sits down, and Tuck goes in a corner and lights up another cigarette, and just kind of leans back, and Dottie says, "Well, it's nice to have some new folks around here. I wish we had time to get some news and to hear all about where you come from, but I take it you're probably in a bit of a hurry."
A little bit, yeah.
What is it that we can help you with, Ethelene?
I don't really know how to begin this conversation, if I'm being totally honest with you. I don't know how much stock I put in this myself, and I think that some of the things that I'm about to say are maybe gonna sound real fucking crazy. So,
Well, give us a try, honey. We've seen crazy around here before.
So I met an angel named Samael. I had a little accident, but that seemed to heal itself up real fast, which is, I think, a story all in of itself. And I went somewhere else for a minute, someplace called Metropolis.
Huh?
That's where I had this conversation with the angel.
That the Samael is what you said?
Yeah, Samael. Is that ringing a bell for you, Bobby?
No.
That was real convincing, Bobby.
Remember Rodney up by Crook Hollow? He used to say he used to see an angel in his daddy's barn, but where his daddy had hung himself, and I always thought Rodney was just maybe a little unsettled by that, but it's not the first time we hear something like that.
Right. Well, I think that there's maybe some touch of evil on my niece that I've been told maybe you can help me take care of.
He looks at Dina and smiles, and then looks at you and says, "Well, your story's not as crazy as you think. I mean, some people it might be, but we've seen our fair share of strange things over here, and I don't know necessarily to what extent I can remove marks of evil, but what I can do is I can take you somewhere where you might find answers. There's don't want to get too technical or weird about it, but the world where we go when we dream is connected. Everyone's dreams are connected, and that is why we see other people sometimes, and sometimes we get messages from them. And well, if you can go in there and sort of decide on your path and decide where you're going to go, you can find your way to answers, because answers are everywhere. Everything that's in the world exists in the dreamscape. And well, that's part of what we do here, is we can help you go there to find answers you might need. What those answers will be, I can't tell you. I merely the messenger in some ways. What about the rest of you? Do you all have questions of the sort? Do you all see angels? Do you...
No, I don't see angels. I was wondering, you've had dreams about us?
Oh, just the one. I just saw you pulling up at the gas station and saw you look for our name in the phone book. It happens when people come here looking for us. I generally have a bit of a heads up.
And that's all?
There wasn't much more detail than that, no.
Huh. Yeah. Occasionally I also get visions of a sort, I suppose, but I don't remember them. They just pop up in my art. They're usually a little bit more cryptic and a little bit more representational, so it's interesting as they're so literal.
Well, that's because I have a lot of practice with them. Most people's dreams are cryptic and nonsensical. I'm sure you've had the experience of finding yourself in a dream that's in the middle, right in the middle of it, and you don't know exactly how you got there or where you're going, and strange things happen. That's the nature of dreams. Usually you probably have some way of connecting to that world and seeing things, and that's where your inspiration comes from. That's possible.
Yeah, I suppose.
You're not going to tell her about the weird hands?
Well, I don't remember that. You tell her about the weird hands, because I don't know. Jesus. Sorry, you...
Oh, that's quite all right.
Dottie, you remember, I'm sure you remember stories about, what was it? Delphine, or Kitchen?
Delphia.
Delphia.
I do. Yeah, girl killed her folks, was it like 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe, something like that?
That's what they say.
Yeah, I remember stories of her. I don't think that what she did was the same thing that we do, if that's what you're worried about.
She's here.
Is that what's hiding inside of you?
I thought you didn't have more information than what you dreamed about.
Boy, she got your number.
Said not much more.
Uh-huh. Was that not much more?
I knew there were 5 people in the vehicle. When I saw just 4, I figured it might be prudent to wait and see if you knew about the 5th passenger.
Yeah. She tells me that I need to come to some laboratory out here to get rid of her.
Much in the way of laboratory out here, except for maybe a couple of meth labs or 2. Is that what you're referencing?
Fortunately, no. Some lab by Leviathan.
Oh,
Leviathan
shit.
Lab.
That'd be the train.
The train.
That goes think it was called Leviathan. Yeah, the train. A long time ago, back in the day, some industrialists built this ginormous train, this huge oversized steam engine thing that was supposed to be able to haul all the coal out of Virginia and Tennessee and Kentucky and just make everyone rich as creases. But the first time it came out here, or the first bridge it crossed, just a little bit north of here, it went right through the rails and crashed down. There was stories, it stayed there. It's just this rusting hulk that's kind of half embedded into the ground. It stayed there for a while, but there have been stories on and off of the place being used by spooks, by the CIA or the government or something like that to run kind of strange experiments. And some years ago, in the early 70s, I know that people used to call it riding the L. They would go there and they would get paid to undergo some sort of experiments with drugs, things of that nature. They get like $200 a piece. People were going crazy around here going to that thing, but it always came back kind of strange and messed up from that. But that train, it was called the Leviathan.
They got paid.
They got paid. Dottie says, I feel like there's something connecting all of you together, and it's always best to do the lucid dreaming in a place that's got meaning. And perhaps if Birch will allow us, we could go out for that Leviathan train and do the thing there. And Tuck's like, well, we're gonna have to ask Birch.
First, so you saw 5 and not 6 people.
That's right.
And I'll open up my drawing of Callie.
Mm-hmm.
This was something I drew on the ride out here. It implies there might be more. Does this trigger anything in your mind?
She takes the drawing. Her eyes kind of roll back in her head for a moment, and she looks like she's asleep, very deeply asleep, and her eyes start to move like they're in REM sleep, and then slowly she comes to. No, that third person is not with you, but she hands back the paper. They're not very far. They're coming.
Excuse me.
The third person in this image, they're coming.
Coming?
They're traveling to meet you.
Travel? What? What does that mean?
I don't know. It's all I can tell you. They're on their way. Right, says Tuck. Well, look, if y'all want to go down to the Leviathan, we're going to have to go ask Birch. So put on your best behaviors and let's go ask the man. If he says yes, then we can go. If he says no, fortunately, you'll have to get back in your car and drive on out of here. But, well, no use trying to anticipate what he's going to say. We should just go down and talk to the man. What do you say?
Whatever I need to do.
All right, then. He slams his lemonade. Great lemonade as always, a baby, and he gives her a kiss on the forehead. Come along. And he pops in her cigarette in his mouth.
I think Ethelene lets them file out first and kind of shoos Dina to follow them. And before she leaves, she's going to stop and turn to Dottie. You see something in her, don't you?
Not what's in her that worries me.
What is it?
Comes over and she takes your hands in hers. Darling, the devil is with you. He walks in your shadow.
Do you think this is gonna work?
Hard to tell with dreams. If you're lucky enough, usually you know where a dream starts, but not many around that can tell you how a dream ends. You kind of just have to follow it and see where it goes. Helps to be aware that you're in a dream, though.
Yeah.
And remember, even nightmares are just dreams.
Thank you for your help.
You go talk to Birch. And if he says we can go, I'll be ready to go when you're done. Gotta gather a few things.
All right. She turns and walks out the door.
As you head across the little village towards where you presume Birch is waiting for you, Tuck is saying, see, most people think that dreams are just chemical cocktails in your brain, a way for your mind to kind of assess the day and cleanse itself, but the truth is that the sleeping man wanders inwards, and that these experiences we have there are truly cosmic in their potential. Everything that exists in the world exists in the dreams, and you have to be very careful when you're in there, because there are things in there that feed off of dreams, dream cannibals, things of that nature. You have to be very mindful of what you bring in there with you. Hopefully y'all have clean consciences.
What if we don't?
Well, then, like I said, dream cannibals, sentient nightmares. They travel between dreams and they like to descend on the sleeping, but Dottie and I will be there to keep an eye out. Folks seem like you need a bit of help. Feels like things have been rough for a while. Came to the right place. Know what they say? Stillwaters run deep.
I see.
Not bad, eh?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I wish I could say I came up with it. My Uncle Clem did. He's the witty one in the family.
He must be the poet in the family.
Not me. I had difficulty stringing two words together, but and as he talks, you
Ooh.
come up over the hill and you see ahead of you this wide little kind of plateau. And you see 12, 13, 14, 15 wild horses just running around and grazing and sort of chasing each other, their manes in the wind. And for a moment, you feel this extreme sense of peace kind of settle on you. You see up ahead a man standing on the edge of where the plateau begins, and his back is to you. He's wearing a cowboy hat. It's got a long leather coat. When you see him, and you just see the back of him, but when you see him, he feels kind of like some kind of monolithic presence, like he's an extension of the land itself, like nature itself is built around him rather than he being inside of it. And when you approach, Tuck stops a few feet away and he stops you from getting too close. And he says, "Hey, Birch, these are the people that Dottie dreamt about yesterday morning. They'd like to go down to Leviathan, if that's okay with you." And the man staring at the horses with his back to you takes a deep breath. Kind of looks a little bit over his shoulder. You can see he's wearing sunglasses. "You bring poison with you. It's not a problem for me or mine. The dreamscape's more than capable of cleansing itself of whatever it wants, but that's a problem for you. A head at peace brings peaceful dreams. Heart filled with darkness and pain summons nightmares. I see that it's useless to try and stop you. I'm fine with you going down to Leviathan, but Tuck, we're going to have to help these people out a little bit. When you get back to the house, if you want, each of you should tell Tuck and Dottie about your worst nightmare. They'll take them from you and keep them away so that they don't confront you in there. Just be mindful of one thing. Dreams tell us the truth, not what we want to hear. But the truth is up to interpretation. Go in knowing what you want. If you don't have a clear idea of that, dreams will turn you around, make you see other things that you may start to think you want more. Stay true to your original idea.
If they're dreams, though, isn't that just what we want? Uninhibited?
The problem is repressed thoughts. As soon as you enter the dreamscape, they come out, they crave exploration. Like creatures who've never been given free will, never been given the right to do what they want, and the looser the hand on them, the more courage they take and the more rambunctious they get.
Yeah, but there's still part of you. It's not all just the good stuff.
And certainly they are the kind of things that you want to interact with at some point and deal with, but the dreamscape is not the place to do that. It's kind of like trying to deal with your PTSD while you're in a war zone. It's not the best circumstance. You should also be aware that when you enter the dreamscape, the dreams will have a lot of power over you, and whatever happens to you in the dream will happen to you outside.
What? Really? Okay.
All right, Tuck. You can take them there. Take their worst nightmares away from them before they go. At least they have a fighting chance. Right, Bert, you got it. And he motions for you to come. Birch never turns to look at you, and somehow you feel grateful for this. You feel like if he were to see you, it would cement you in his world and there'd be no returning to yours. You don't know why you feel that, but it scares you a little bit, and you're very grateful for Tuck just sort of motioning for the rest of you to follow, and Birch going back to staring at the horses running on the plain, on the plateau. Well, that went better than expected. Back to Dottie.
Thanks for taking us up here, Tuck.
Yeah, of course. Birch was the first one to be able to dream. Taught the others how to do it. He's one of those people that took $200 back in the day. He came back from Vietnam and he was pretty fucked up. Bad enough that, well, things almost went really bad for him a few times. And when he heard about these experiments they were doing down in Leviathan, he went down there, took whatever they gave him, and came back changed.
Damn. I did one of those tests and all I got was this neat t-shirt.
Well, sometimes when I see what it's done to Birch and some of the others, I tell myself it'd be a lot worse.
Yeah.
He takes you back to the house. When you do get there, Dottie has prepared a little bag, and he says, Dottie and I will take my truck. While we're driving down there, follow us. Just think about what Birch said. If there's anything you want to leave behind when you go in, just leave it with us before you do. Up to you.
So would I just tell you my worst nightmare?
No, you're not going to tell me anything. You're going to tell Dottie.
All right, let's, I guess, go do confession.
Well, do it there, she says. You follow them and drive several miles deeper into the hollow. Eventually, you see far away an old bridge with rail tracks on it that's been destroyed. And at the base of it, easily a couple of miles long, there's this massive behemoth of a train that's rusted out, half buried in the dirt below, like this ancient serpent or something that's been cast down from the heaven and has been cast into the rock here below. It's just a serpentine, sinuous thing that, like I said, is several miles long and is mostly rusted metal now. Again, as you approach it, you notice the distinct lack of sound in the area. It's getting on late afternoon. They pull up in their truck, and then you pull up behind them. And as they come out, Dottie looks at you, Callie, and says, "There's someplace specific you need to go in here?"
Bleak, is there someplace specific I need to go in here that Delphia has told me?
Delphine says, "Start going through it. I'll know it when I see it."
Just gotta go for a walk.
You make your way towards it. You walk alongside the train for a little while. It's very eerie, very silent. You still occasionally feel like you're being watched or something's not too far from you. You eventually will find on one of the wagons that's kind of on its side a door that's open on the side, and Tuck will climb up and you'll help everybody up, and then you'll get inside. Inside the wagon, you're in this long wagon that's kind of, like I said, on its side, and the bottom is all compacted dirt now, and the side of it is kind of folded in, and you can see the doorway that's kind of sideways like this, and you kind of crawl through, and a couple of wagons later, they start to kind of get back kind of right side up. As you're walking through these, you at some point get to the end of one, and Chuck opens the door, and on the other side you see something that you've seen before. The hallway beyond is clearly not the inside of a train. It's more like a hospital. There are old gurneys littered about, pieces of bedding. Walls are dirty, water's dripping from the ceiling. There's a bit of flickering light from some neon. You remember seeing this in the hotel room, Callie.
Wow. This is it.
Just up ahead, Callie, to the left. I think that's where we want to go, says Delphia.
My feet are walking already.
Your footsteps echo in this long, empty corridor. At some point you stop as you hear something down the corridor, like a clank, and then you stop and you listen, but there's no more noise. And you find yourself standing in front of one of those big sliding barn-type doors. And when you slide it open, just before you do, you know exactly what you're going to see on the other side again. Something you've seen before. It's an old operating room with an operation bed and some equipment left behind. There's sunlight streaming in through the windows, the waning light of day. You can tell that it's moving on towards dusk, but there's still enough sunlight that it's lighting up the room. There's this stench of rot in here, vegetation rot, probably carcasses of animals, things of that nature. The place looked like it dates from a couple decades ago.
This is where you let me see you for the first time.
And this is where we need to do this.
What is it that we need to do?
You need to follow her instructions.
You promise this isn't going to hurt me?
Your dreams, Callie. Nothing to fear from them, is there?
Of course there is.
Dottie is going around prepping some stuff. She puts out ritual devices here and there, starts making little drawings on the floor, and as she does, she says, there's anything you want to leave behind, you can tell me now. I won't remember it, so I'll just hold on to them for a little bit for you. Tuck, do you want to go outside and make sure that we're alone? He says, yeah, of course. And you can tell he's got a duffel bag and he pulls a shotgun out of it. And he makes sure it's loaded and grabs a few more shells, puts them in his pocket, and is like, bears. And he walks out, closes the door behind him. If there's anything you want me to keep for you, just come and whisper it in my ear and then we'll begin.
Ethelene has been holding Dina's hand this whole time, and it's not that stiff, uncomfortable hold like before. It's a tight, protective hold. As she looks to Dottie, like, what kind of things?
If there's anything you don't want to encounter in there, a person or a situation, or I don't know, maybe you're afraid of snakes.
She looks down to Dina. You got anything you want to leave here?
No. You think I'm going to see my mom in there?
I don't know. And Ethelene is going to release her hand, and she's going to walk up to Dottie and lean into Dottie's ear and whisper to her. And I think she's going to recount her reoccurring nightmare to Dottie.
You whisper it to her and she nods and she goes, that's good. I'll keep this for you.
Thank you. She takes a few steps backwards and collects Dina's hand back in her own.
Anybody else?
Bobby walks up and he leans down and just says, leave my fucking sister out of this. She's too good for this. And am I supposed to tell you my nightmares, or?
Up to you. Whatever you tell me, I'll keep. If you think this is what you want me to keep, then I'll do that.
I face it so often. If the point is to hold it back, what's the... I hate not knowing. I hate having everything up in the air. The answers held from me, lorded over me unfairly. I don't know if I'm going to die, if I can hurt other people. I don't know what even this is. I don't know. Just leave my sister out of it.
It's good. You, young lady?
Callie walks up to her. Doesn't whisper this. The things that we see in there Is there a purpose? If we're shown something, is it to tell us something?
You'll see things, but the meaning of them is up to you. There is meaning to be found.
She leans in to Dottie's ear. Nothing. And pulls back.
All right. Please have a seat here. You sit there, you there, you there. Dina, if you don't mind sitting here in the middle, I'll sit over here. She starts burning some incense and whatnot, and she says, all you have to do is close your eyes. I wish I had something to give you to help you slumber, but I unfortunately don't have anything. It's just not something I carry with me. But I'll do the rest. Just close your eyes and think about what it is you're hoping to find in there. She starts a very low kind of chant in the back of her throat, and it's very hypnotic. And as you hear it, you start nodding off. You start feeling, that feeling again when you're kind of half asleep but not really asleep, like you're on a plane maybe or something, and you're trying to sleep, but it's just not happening, and you kind of feel like you're going in and out of it a little bit. But eventually, you nod off. Ethelene, you open your eyes. You take a deep breath. Look around you. You're in your family home. You see in the living room a Christmas tree. It's got crosses burned in its flesh. Some of them are carved in it, bleeding freely. It's lying on this side. This big black sow lying there under the Christmas tree where Christ should be in his manger. And there are 4 little piglets suckling at her teats. One of them is smaller than the other 3 and looks a bit more fragile, and it's kind of trying to get a mouthful in, but the other 3 kind of crowd it out a little bit, and it's having a little bit of difficulty. What do you do?
I think she is frozen for a minute, staring at that sow before she looks down at her hands, make sure she's not holding anything.
Are you?
Is she?
Your dream.
I think she is relieved that she's not holding that axe. And then she looks back, to the cell. She sees that little runt struggling. She's gonna step forward and kneel down and try to help it.
From behind you, you hear your mother's voice. Why'd you do it, Ethelene?
You didn't leave me no choice.
I only tried to do what was right by you and by God.
Is that what you were doing? Right by me? You let the devil in your house, and I just removed him for all of us.
What if I said I was sorry?
Are you? Are you sorry?
Look at me, child.
She stands and very slowly turns to face the voice.
See your father and your mother in the doorway. You can't really see their face that well. There's light behind them. They're kind of silhouettes in that door. And your father's standing just a couple of feet behind your mother, and his head's kind of hanging low. I believe I am. I've had a lot of time to think and to reflect on the things I've done, and I've come to believe that what I thought was the Lord's voice in my ear was in fact the devil's voice, and I mistook one for the other, and in doing so I hurt you and my other children, and I regret it. I regret it so very much. And you find it in your heart, Ethelene, to forgive me just like I forgive you for what you did?
What the fuck? Forgive you. God, I spent so long hating you. I spent a real long time trying to fucking forget you, forget what the fuck I did. What about Daddy? He got anything to say for himself? You just gonna stand there behind her like you always fucking did with your head hanging low? Too scared to talk?
He moves and he looks up. And he says, "No, I ain't scared." And he unbuckles his belt. And he pulls it out of his pants. He reaches up and he wraps it around your mother's throat. And he pulls it tight. And he pulls it tighter and she starts to strangle. And he's dragging her down to the ground. And he's twisting on that belt. And you can feel her. She reaches out to you. Be over in a moment. And he's struggling to twist that belt around her neck. Do you do anything?
She just watches.
Do a keeping it together roll while I go to Callie.
Yep.
Callie, it's Christmas. You are sitting on your bed. You've been shaking all day trying to get through Christmas dinner. The family there, the presents, the singing, the caroling, the games, and just all you could think of the entire time was getting ahead. You got to so bad you were scratching yourself and you could feel yourself bleeding, and you had to go and put on a different sweater because that one was starting to show blood. And now finally most of them are gone, and you're alone in your room, and the door's closed, and you can't take it anymore. You open the window, And then you grab your glass pipe, and just as you're about to hit it, just as you're about to get sweet relief from everything, the door opens and your father is standing there. Callie, are you okay?
No.
Baby. He comes over
No.
and gets down on one knee next to you. Baby, whatever it is, we can help you. I can help you. You're my baby girl. Why are you doing
No.
this?
No. You did this to me.
I don't know how I did, but I'm sorry if I did, but please,
You're not
please,
sorry.
put it down. You don't
No.
need to do this.
No.
Callie, I love you. You're my pride and joy. You're greatest thing I've ever done. I just want to help you. Let me help you, please.
You can't help me more than you already have.
He gets up and sits next to you and takes one of your hand in his. I know it's been hard. It's been difficult. There's a lot of pressure on you. I know you find it difficult sometimes to live up to what you imagine we want out of you, but honey, all we ever wanted was for you to be happy. It was for you to do something you wanted to do and just to enjoy life. We worked so hard, your mother and I. We sacrificed so much, but it was so that you could enjoy your life.
It was so I could do this. This is what you gave up everything for. This is what you got.
Why are you doing this?
Because it's a choice. Because I can. Because it tells me things.
What does it tell you?
It tells me how to be free.
Free from what?
Free from your stupid ideas of what life is supposed to be. These deluded ideas of things as they are by your rules.
Never imposed any rules on you. We always gave you all the opportunities you wanted. We took you ice skating, we took you to clarinet lessons, we took you to ballet, anything you wanted to do, we gave it to you. We gave you everything. We thought you'd eventually settle down and figure out what it is out of all those things you wanted to do. We never had any expectations.
Yeah, exactly. You think I'd settle down. Like, what does settling down mean? What does that mean? To me, it means something different. To you, I didn't want any of that.
What do you want? Tell me, I will give it to you. I will find it. I will bring it to you. I will lay it at your feet. What do you want, Callie?
I want answers. I want to know why, when I get high, I feel the way I do.
You hear another voice, a voice you've never heard before yet. It feels very familiar. Another man walks into the room. He is a little bit older, much sterner in the face than your father. He's wearing maybe what looks like some kind of minister's garb. And he walks in and he's like, oh, baby girl, what are you doing? Why must you always test us this way? God has given you so much. God has given you everything. And yet, at every turn, you disappoint. You disappoint God. You disappoint me, your mother. Didn't we give you everything? And now, here you are with this child, and you realize, as your father's holding your hand, you realize you're sitting on the edge of the bed, pregnant, and you have your meth pipe in the other hand resting on your pregnant belly. You come to us Now, with this dirty belly, no man, or whatever man put this in you, gone to whatever war. There's not a million ways out of this, Alice.
It's my choice.
I'm sorry, darling. And you hear another voice, and on the other side of you, you see a young man that you remember from somewhere a long time ago, a letter left in your hands. Caleb. He's dressed like a soldier, and he's standing in front of you, and he falls to his knees next to you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you like this. I thought we'd have more time, and he falls forward in your lap, and you can see the back of his head is blown out. Your dad looks at you. Who are these people? Callie, who are these people? And the priest goes, who are these people, Alice? Who are they? Why are they here? And Caleb's head just bleeds in your lap and all over your pregnant belly, and you drop your meth pipe. What do you do?
I want to leave. I don't know where I'm gonna go.
Your dad pats your hand. I'm here to help you. And you see on his hand he's got this huge ring with a huge amber gem set in. Give me a keeping it together roll. Bobby. Hartwell, the black barn. That pit of dark viscous liquid, the void at the center of it, the arms reaching out, grabbing you, pulling you into it. For a moment, utter terror seizes you as you cease to be. Not the world. You sense it around you, but you cease to be. All memories, all traces of you gone, as if you'd never been. A negative space in the stretch of space and time. You try to scream, but how can you when you do not exist, have in fact never existed? You see your family, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, all their lives going on without you. Family photos with only the four of them. You're not even a shadow. Your art has disappeared. It literally drips in ink down the walls where it's been displayed. All the breaths, the sex, the drugs, the alcohol, all of it just gone. And then you're bound and hung upside down. The landscape around you is one of shifting blacks and red. It's notable only for its emptiness and the sense of dread that's pervading it. And you watch, and you can do nothing, for you have no clue how long, an eternity upon an eternity, but you watch what they do to your sister in front of your very eyes. Robert, you watch this scene unfold in front of you. This strange man hanging upside down, being tortured by the other demons. You see a very tenuous tether linking this man to the outside world. You know it's forbidden to go without permission. But there it is, just on the other end of that tether, a tether that is growing thinner and thinner with each moment that passes. Elysium, with all its humans and passions and emotions. What did you do when you saw this?
I reached out and I grabbed it. And I left.
You open your eyes. You see Callie and Ethelene lying on the ground. You see Dottie and Tuck both sitting one in front of each other. They've been impaled by long pieces of rusted rebar down through their throats, through their body and into the ground. And you see Dina is busy using wires to attach their arms up in a semblance of some kind of worshipping form. And she looks at you. Aren't you a naughty one? You know you're not supposed to be down here without my permission.
I bow deeply. My apologies. However, I can do good work, my lord.
We'll see. You can help. And we'll see if I choose to be lenient. This one here, and she points to Callie, Alice Bridger. Take her and strap her to the gurney there.
Okay.
She continues doing what she was doing, hanging their arms up in this weird kind of worshipping stance. And and that symbol of Malkuth on the wall behind that. Could you erase that? We don't need her showing up here.
Oh, yes, presently.
You get up and you try to kind of erase it, but it's really there. But you see its boards and you start pulling them out and you rip it apart. Meanwhile, Dina has moved over to Callie. Callie's eyes are moving incredibly quickly behind her eyelids. She tests the straps. Good. She puts her hand on Callie's head. Hello, Delphia. Sweet child. How well you've played your role. You can have the other one's body when we're done. I believe you'll find it comfortable from this part of the world. Her skin should fit you like an old glove. Angel, he says, and the door opens and you see Samael walk in. Behind them, they're dragging a chain, and on all fours, looking incredibly feral, you see someone you have a dim memory of. You seem to recall a fight, this person trying to kill you, almost succeeding, Ethelene killing her or doing something to her that caused her to disappear. And as she pulls her in, as soon as she sees Callie on the gurney, she jumps forward and tries to reach for her, and it's all Samael can do to kind of pull her back. And he grabs her and he pulls her to his to their feet, and he kind of puts a foot on the chain to hold her, and she's just trying to get at Callie. Samael, you have some gall, Angel, coming thus before me, having failed me so. And Samael says, I did fail you. I thought you might wish to do your mother a small mercy. That one there is her sister. I perhaps have a deal to make with you. You would bargain with me, here and now, for the sake of your mother, Lord. Let Delphia keep the body that she's in. Give Alice back her real body. He looks at Oubliette that is chained at his feet. Let me take Ethelene away from here. You'll never see me again. It would be a mercy for your mother's sister. Astaroth looks at you for a moment. Bobby. I don't think
Yes.
so. Chains come out of the floor and ceiling and all the shadows, very Hellraiser style. Shoot out and grab Samael, hooks digging into their flesh, dragging them into the ground. Oubliette jumps forward onto Callie, trying to strangle her. It's all Samael can do to kind of pull her back off of her as Samael is being dragged to the ground, lower and lower with these chains.
Bleak.
Yep.
I was just wondering, in this chaos, could I possibly grab Ethelene's knife and just slit the throat of the child so that way I can end this bullshit?
It is extremely interesting because literally the words that were about to come out of my mouth were that you do see, in fact, that Ethelene has a knife. But before we can get to that little bit, I want to do one more little bit just to see what Ethelene's going to do, and then. But
Sure.
I will not forget your intention here. Ethelene, what was the result on your keeping it together roll?
That was a 9.
You lose 4 stability.
Oh boy, all right.
Everything that's going on is so wrong, so against everything else. Your mind rebels against the very wrongness of it. This is not what happened. This is not what is supposed to happen. This is not how it went. This does not make sense. And you're trying to kind of make sense of it. And the more you try to make sense of it, the more the logic of it, the dream logic of it just kind of befuddles you. And you feel like you can't get a handle on anything. But you watch as your father finishes strangling your mother with the belt, with his knee on her back. You are on the ground. You can hear the little piglets sucking away at the sauce teats right next to you under the Christmas tree. You are frozen watching all of this. And your father looks up at you. I'm sorry, I should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah. You fucking shoulda.
Failures stack on failures. And regret stacks on regret. And there comes a time when one can't move or even breathe under all of them.
Yeah, so you left a 16-year-old to do your fucking dirty work for you.
And I will burn in hell for that.
Yeah, well, that'll probably make 2 of us, won't it?
I'll save you a seat, daughter.
Yeah, you think I want to be sitting next to the likes of you?
It's bound to be punishment for one of us. The angel, he gave you a gift. And you remember the dagger in your boot. It's not meant for them. It's meant for you.
The fuck that's supposed to mean?
Death is only the beginning.
Yeah, well, I tried that once. It didn't work out so well for me.
gets up and drops his belt. I'm sorry. He turns and he walks out and leaves you sitting there underneath the Christmas tree with that sow underneath it and your mother's body lying next to you, neck broken. What do you do?
Sorry, son of a bitch. I need to get out of here. She's going to reach into her boot and pull out that blade. She doesn't turn it on herself, though. She wants out of this fucking dream. And she doesn't know or understand how to fucking do that. But the only logic she can muster is to just start looking for a way out of the room first.
You realize all the doors have disappeared. All the walls are sealed shut. All that's left is the sound of those piglets sucking away. There's a box somewhere playing a Christmas song. You're not sure which one. In the background. Candles are burning, but they're winking out, and soon there'll be just the lights on the Christmas tree left.
Gee, I really hate to do this to myself, Bleak, but how is my depression doing right now?
I don't know. Let's find out. You are
Let's
doing.
see. It's a +0. Oh boy, that's an 8.
You lose 2 points of stability.
Oh, fuck me gently with a chainsaw. I am officially broken, GM.
Perfect.
Cool. Love that.
Callie,
Yeah.
you are in the room. Images come back to you. Things that you or some part of you maybe has lived before. Beautiful morning upon the hills of Antelope Valley with Caleb, him asking you to marry him going to Vietnam, your father seeing you pregnant and without a husband, throwing you out, you hitchhiking, a van pulling up, strange design on the side, wings and 5 red dots, a man, a little bit off-putting perhaps at first, but with a lot of charm and tenderness, and well, you are in a bit of a spot. So you climb aboard his truck. He tells you his name is Austin Bannon. You remember being locked in a room, told you were special, something was coming, something was going to happen, other people in this house. You remember being taken by Bannon and some of the others into the black barn behind. You remember something happening, gunfires, fire, And then you and Bannon and another one, Sandra, locked away in a landscape of red and black and fire and pain. And that's when it happened. That's when your mind shattered for the first time. And that's when you became Callie. And there was such force, such power, such longing in that it created a whole new person with a whole new life. A life that didn't go, perhaps, perfect as planned, but here you are now. You're Callie. You're also Alice Bridger. And you know that somehow that's the missing piece of the puzzle. That's what's important to whatever's brought you here. And you see your father and the man who should have been your husband all waiting on you. All waiting to see what you want to do.
Yeah. Do you want to know what my role is?
I do.
It's a 5.
It's a loss of force stability.
That makes me broken.
Robert, you see the knife in Ethelene's boot. You see her hand moving imperceptibly, trying to reach it. But it's right there. Astaroth is absorbed in this discussion with Samael. What do you wish to do?
I've noticed. So, of course, I'm going to grab the knife while they are distracted, and I am just going to quietly walk up behind the child and slit its throat until it's dead.
You approach the child, and just as you go to grab them, you freeze in place. And without turning towards you, Astaroth says, "Who lied to you and told you you had free will?"
No one. I simply decided.
You don't get to decide anything. Everything you do is ordained by me. The ones who have free will, and he points to Samael, well, they have other problems. See what having free will brings you? It brings you this, and he points to Samael, who's being dragged on the ground, the skin ripping apart. It brings you someone with plans, with thoughts, with ideas, with expectations. Someone who thinks they can walk into this room and bargain with me, or something I already have. That is what free will brings you. You are so much better off without it.
And yet... whenever I act out with violence against another, I am supposed to have my mark show. Does that help me murder the child?
No, it's not going to help you murder the child. Your mark certainly shows. Your outside form of Bobby kind of falls apart completely in this, and your true form shows. This is your creator. There is nothing you can do against him. No.
I tried.
You did, and in trying. But you stand there with this knife, and he says, or Astaroth, she who knows at this point, you see now through the illusion that is the face of Dina, this strange shadowy face of Astaroth, this thing of power, the twin of the Demiurge, the most powerful being in the known creation, currently with the Demiurge gone, turns towards you and goes, I think for your little trespass here, we will send you back for a couple of million years. Should do it. What do you think?
I think I have shown initiative and panache. And as such, I would counter the suggestion with perhaps I might be able to do a little better on your behalf up here. And these two, A, are so delicious, but also might help me wreak a little havoc and bring a little bit more joy down below.
There is no more down below. There is no more here or there. Now that I have Alice Bridger again, we will connect Inferno to this place. All your brothers and sisters will get to run out here and have the time of their lives while you look on from our little hell. All I needed was Alice Bridger. And she's been delivered to me not by you, and not by you, Samael, as you were supposed to, but by my sweet Delphia. And so Delphia will get what she wants, and I will get what I want. And you get to watch it all happen. Perhaps I'll put you in the same cell as this poor wingless angel here. And when he says that, Samael's back erupts, and you see bones just rip out of his body, and you see the bones that would have held his wings back in the day, and they just rip out of his body, and he's thrown back against the wall, and these chains kind of clamp him through these bones to the wall. Callie, Ethelene. You've been broken. What do you want to do?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, what do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do. You can do anything.
Well, I would like to dissolve an angel. That would be interesting.
You are in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Or you wish to step out of it and dissolve Samael? Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Ethelene, what do you want to do?
I'm still in this dream.
You're still in the dream?
Yep. I think that with that really shitty roll on depression, and am I still holding the knife?
Here's the thing. Things like depression don't really mean much to you anymore.
Okay.
You find something inside of you that comes to the fore, something that has kind of forgotten what it is, and to a certain degree is kind of like a child learning to walk again and realizing it knows how to walk, and learning to talk again and realizing it knows how to talk, and everything it tries to do, it gets to do, it can do very well, as if it's done it its entire life. And I'm going to tell you something that is, I 100% understand, hard to wrap your head around. The things that afflict Ethelene or any human mind, any limitations, any lack of confidence, any lack of breadth of sight, of understanding, of action. All of that's gone. You are, for now, a god, with everything that entails. You've forgotten that you're a god, but you remember now. And you don't know how long this is going to last, but you know that this is who you really are. You're a god. What do you want to do?
I want to leave this dream.
You are out of it. Where do you want to go?
I am soaking in my surroundings now that I am out of this dream.
Where did you come out?
Oh. That's a good fucking question. I think... Oof, that's hard because kind of dropping the weight of everything that's been sitting so heavily on her.
Those things don't matter anymore. They are for that person to deal with when you go back. But that's not your concern. It's beneath you.
Would she have any lingering urges from her human life?
Do you
I
want
guess
to have
would be
them?
my question.
Do you want to have them?
I think that when she comes out of her dream, she's standing in front of that prison.
Standing
Because
in front of,
she's-
sorry?
In front of the prison that she came from, because she feels this empowerment. And I think that she has decided that it is her turn to have what she wants. And there's something inside that building that she wants.
And what is that?
A woman. The only woman that's ever taken care of her. The only one that ever gave a shit.
And you're standing next to her in the hospital ward, and she looks horrible. She looks weak and pale and frail. And when you appear next to her, her eyes open up bloodshot. She looks up at you and she goes, I always knew you'd be the angel who would come to take me away.
Death is only the beginning.
What do you do?
I crawl into the bed with her. And I wrap myself around her and place a kiss on her forehead. And then I take her quietly into that dark night. As quietly as I can. Comfortably. However, I can manage that.
Callie, you're standing in the room. The angel falls apart like a handful of yarn just blowing off in the wind.
What do I see?
You see someone who looks remarkably like you with a chain around her neck, cowering under the gurney. You see Dina facing off against... What does Bobby look like now?
You'll recognize what Bobby was wearing. His hair pulled back, but his arms are extended and long, the skin blackened, the fingers extended into long points. His mouth is very wide on his face, and I'm imagining that he's sort of held awkwardly frozen in position, fighting against it but unable to completely move. With a smirk on his face.
Dina looks to you and goes, Callie, and goes, well, this is unexpected. What do you do, Callie?
These people are threats.
Anyone here you want to save?
I don't know if anyone's worth saving.
The
Who's the
whole...
most fun?
Sorry, go ahead.
Who's the most fun? I like to have fun. Robert can stay, but Robert gets a leash.
And what about your old self?
Is she just broken? What's her problem?
The problem is that her inner self is not in her body anymore.
It looks like an old pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
That can go.
Delphia?
Is she here?
She's in there. Powering.
Oh, Delphia. Oh, I'm sorry. Delphine, Delphia.
Delphia Kitchen,
Yeah, that one. Oh, that one absolutely can go.
And you look at Dina. Dina's a different story. You feel that Dina's pretty much your equal.
Okay. She's a threat, though. Are you saying that I couldn't do something to her like I could the others?
It would be... It'd be something. You just tell me what you want to do.
I just want her to leave me alone.
Robert,
Yes.
you're sitting there kind of frozen. There's a couple of gods in front of you, Astaroth and whoever this one is that just popped in here. It's getting kind of crowded and a little hot in here. But you do have options. You do have options because there's still that tether and there's still part of you somewhere out there. Really what it comes down to, and when you realize this, it sits a little uncomfortable on you at first, this question of what do you want? But whatever is doing this, you feel like for the first time in your life, you have an actual choice in front of you, and it's neither of them are very attractive. It's true, but these are situations that can be worked out. do you want to stay as you are and deal with whatever happens to that, or do you want to go back and deal with whatever's happening to Robert?
Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Mm-mm.
In the prison hospital ward, the life monitor goes into that dreaded monotone. Prison ward, so no one really hurries to come and check, but it doesn't matter because whoever was in that bed is gone. Ethelene, you sit with her somewhere strange, overlooking everything, all of creation, your past, your future, everything else. You realize that from this vantage point, you could change any of it if you wanted to. But you also realize that every single thing that has happened has led you to this moment right here, right now. And she looks at you and says, I get the feeling you're not going exactly where I'm going right now. And that's okay. And I appreciate you coming to show me the way.
Yeah, well, a long time ago you showed me the way. It's the least I could do.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. Maybe live for the first time.
Probably a wise idea. May as well get as much done as you can before I come back to get you.
Yeah.
And I'll see you. Soon, but not too soon. He kisses you on the forehead. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for everything. Showing me that people are capable of love.
Some.
Yes, Now
Those are the
go
ones
on,
you keep
don't
close.
let me hold you up. You got places to be.
Where do you wake up, Ethelene?
I think she wakes up on a beach somewhere. Somewhere she saw in a postcard once. A real nice picture on the back. Somewhere where she can start over. Do it right.
Callie, you come to. You're lying on the side of the tracks outside the train. The sky is overcast, but a warm day with a gentle, cool breeze that reminds you of another breeze a long time ago, but those memories are fading, almost as if they never existed. You sit up. You see Bobby lying on the ground next to you, stirring in his sleep. What do you do?
Delphia? Bobby? I wake him up.
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
Oh, you're... Hi.
Hi.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah. Are we good now?
I think so.
Cool. Come on. Let's just walk along the tracks. We'll find civilization eventually. And then we'll have some fun.
What do you mean fun?
Isn't that what you wanted?
I know this sounds really weird, but I honestly feel like I could go for like a nap or something.
Not on the gravel, on the trail. It's crude.
No, not right now.
But like,
What?
yes, sure. We can take a nap. Let's get somewhere where a nap can be had.
Yeah. Thanks.
You stand up and brush the dust off your pants, and when you look up at the train, you see that a very long time ago, someone has painted a massive graffiti on the side. The graffiti reads, "I am a god, and I must be destroyed." What do you do?
Let's enjoy the first part, and maybe one day we'll get to the second part. What do I call you now, by the way?
Wait, what?
What do I call you now?
Callie?
Oh, okay. Cool.
What do you mean the first part?
Two of you start walking away. As you're walking away, Callie, you put your hands in your pocket and you feel there 7 or 8 hard little things. You feel warm to the touch. And Robert, as you're walking away, you catch a glimpse out of the corner of your eye of a young, pale, blonde girl up in the trees further away staring at you. And you hear a voice that says, "Good. You can still be useful. I still need her. Make sure you bring her back to me. All will be forgiven."
How long do you think we have to walk?
I don't know. How long did it take us to get here? I don't...
You don't know, but you're about to find out. As you get up off along the rails of the Leviathan, back towards the town along its long, rusted out, sinuous body. The sun's coming up over in the east. And that, my friends, is where we are going to end the story of Kult.
That was fun.